Hey, what's up guys? I'm TheoJoe, and it's that time of the week again where we go over the best tech stuff that happened this week that you might have missed. So we're gonna go over all that, but first, I almost forgot to show you guys, like last month I got this little figurine that I had scanned of myself at CES this year, and in a previous video I was talking about it, showing how it worked, and I finally had it delivered. And you may have seen this on my Instagram page, but I forgot to talk about it in a video, so I thought you guys would like to see this. And it's actually pretty accurate, and it is in color, and really surprisingly detailed, down to the fingers even. So I guess whatever method they used actually colorized it. It doesn't look like this was painted on or anything by hand. So really cool. The company's called Solidify. Again, if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram yet, definitely do that. I like to post stuff on there pretty often, so I'm just gonna plug that real quick. Anyway, into the first story. This one I was reading on Ars Technica, and I didn't know whether to laugh or cringe, or maybe both. It was about a website that has literally the worst possible password security imaginable. And the website is Greyhound.com. They're a bus service, and I guess their website allows you to book stuff and get reward points and that sort of thing. Anyway, the first thing about this website is that it basically has no password requirements at all. It allows passwords as short as 4 characters and can be only numbers, like 1111 or something like that, which could be cracked in a microsecond. But even worse than that, I mean, let's ignore the fact that they don't even encrypt the passwords, they just send it to you in plain text. But the worst thing about this website, they do not let you reset your password. This website has no way to change your password, ever. Once you set your password on an account, you can't change it no matter what. So if someone steals your account, you're screwed. I have never once heard of a website that is this unbelievably bad at security. I mean, this is beyond bad security. This is like negligence. No way to change your password. Can you imagine that? And then the journalist who wrote this article from Ars Technica wrote to Greyhound to see what they thought about it, and this is what they said. Per your inquiry regarding the website, this is on our roadmap to address, but at no time has a customer's payment information been compromised when purchasing tickets on our website. So basically they're saying, yeah, we might do it eventually, but really, too bad. We don't give a shit. But anyway, moving on. Now this one has to do with Twitter. They're apparently creating a new channel, a 24/7 channel on their website that will be live streaming original content in partnership with Bloomberg to create basically a news channel. And they want to create the People's News Network or something like that. And they're also going to be teaming up with about 12 other channels, including like MLB, PGA, even BuzzFeed, to create all these original content live streams on their website, I guess to branch out because they have not been doing well. As you guys probably know, Twitter's been losing money literally since its inception. They've been losing hundreds of millions of dollars a quarter. So I guess this is more of like a desperate attempt, it seems to me. I don't know why companies are obsessed with live streaming these days. I think it's more of just a thing that'll be popular, but it's not going to be revolutionary like all these companies are acting. So I'm not really sure when this is going to come out, but they have announced it, and in the future, I guess you'd be able to get your news from Twitter, not to mention the fact that they are one of the most biased news outlets you can imagine, so I won't watch it, but I don't know, if you guys like to live in echo chambers, you might. Next up, yet another nail in the Apple Watch coffin, as if it was ever live in the first place. Honestly, I don't know why people bought the Apple Watch, but now there's even less reason to get it because 3 different major apps, Amazon, Google Maps, and eBay, have all dropped Apple Watch support for their apps. They basically took it off the Apple Watch support for the App Store. Now, I could have seen this coming miles away because I don't think the Apple Watch is particularly useful since you can only use it for maybe an hour before it runs out of batteries. Anyway, Google says that they're gonna plan to bring it back eventually, maybe, but we know with Google, they're not exactly quick with some of these things. They never always do exactly what they say. And with Amazon, they just said that the Apple Watch wasn't the right solution to work with their app. So basically they said the Apple Watch sucks and they're not gonna bother with it anymore. So if you're wondering where those apps went, if you're one of the 5 people who have an Apple Watch, that's what happened. Moving on, this one has to do with Facebook, and as if Facebook was not sketchy enough, there was a leaked document from the Facebook team in Australia that shows that Facebook was working with advertisers to research how to advertise to teenagers who were feeling worthless, like failures, and depressed overall. So they were basically trying to figure out how to take advantage of people's horrible mental state. And what they said they were doing was using the algorithm to determine moments when young people are in need of a confidence boost. Hey kid, are you feeling worthless and depressed? Well, we have just what you need. For just $9.95, you can get our special bullshit product to make you feel happy again. Because yeah, that's exactly what people need when they're feeling down. I mean, talk about slimy, come on. They're claiming this is to be used to boost confidence when it's obviously completely exploitable. Now, Facebook claims and responded that no actual individual people were marketed to and targeted with this information. They just wanted to help marketers understand how people express themselves on Facebook. And they're saying this is fine because it's just based on aggregate anonymous data. They weren't targeting anyone individually. You know, they were just teaching advertisers how to do that. Bravo, Facebook. But anyway, moving on, there's been another hackening. This time Netflix got hacked, or rather a studio working with Netflix, and apparently the hacker got away with an entire season of Orange is the New Black, upcoming season that hasn't been even released yet. But not only did this hacker steal the episodes, he also tried to extort Netflix out of giving him a bunch of money, threatening to release the entire season early on the internet. And Netflix, of course, refused this. They don't want to set precedent, or else all the other hackers are going to come out of the woodwork and hack more episodes to get money. So this hacker, after realizing they weren't going to give him money, actually did release a bunch of the episodes. Not all of them, I don't think, at this point. Maybe he's hoping that Netflix was just calling a bluff and now they'll realize they should give him money, but I don't think they're going to give in. And apparently, I think he claims that he didn't just get access to that show, but also 36 other shows, not just from Netflix, but other networks as well. So could be an interesting month to see if anything else gets leaked. Oh, and get this, the hacker goes by the name The Dark Overlord, because that's a great way to get people to take you seriously. Coming near the end, next up, Samsung is getting into the self-driving car market. It seems like every company is these days, except Samsung isn't going to be building the cars themselves. Rather, they're going to be building a bunch of sensors and stuff, I guess, to be used on other companies' cars. And recently, Samsung got a permit in South Korea to test this technology on real roads, not just test tracks. So at least in South Korea, we might start to see a bunch of different Samsung-branded self-driving cars that are based on Hyundais. They're Hyundais with Samsung tech on them. Could be pretty interesting to see how all these other tech companies start doing self-driving car stuff as well. And I don't know about you, but self-driving cars are pretty freaking exciting to me. I mean, a few years ago, it was unheard of. It's like, self-driving cars, yeah, maybe in like 100 years. Now it's like every company's jumping on the bandwagon, making self-driving cars. It's like the future is happening to us right now. What a time to be alive. And finally, some more Apple news. There's rumors that Apple is creating their own Amazon Echo / Google Home device that would basically be an in-home virtual assistant based on Siri. Yes, another virtual assistant. That's just what we need. The rumor itself is obviously not official. It comes from a blogger by the name of Sonny Dixon, who apparently has a pretty good track record in releasing rumors having to do with Apple that are pretty accurate. He also says that it's going to use a variant of the iOS operating system, which I guess isn't really a surprise. The problem I see with this is that Siri seems to be really behind the times in terms of being actually functional compared to the other virtual assistants. I mean, with Google Home and Amazon Echo, they're not the best, they're not perfect, but at least they're adding a bunch of new functionality, like the Google Home SDK was released recently, which lets you basically put the Google Home functionality into any device you can come up with, even a cocktail mixer they showed off. So with Siri, I mean, you almost never hear about it. It's pretty much at this point just a glorified voice command thing, so I don't know, they'll have to really improve it if they want to be able to even start to compete with companies that have already been ahead of the game for a while. That being said though, I am not surprised that Apple's coming out with this because it seems like they're the only company at the moment who isn't working on a virtual assistant. I don't think they would be just standing on the sideline. Maybe they'll introduce it along with another product like Apple TV or something like that. I don't know, we'll have to see. But anyway, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you think down in the comment section. I'm always loving to hear what you guys think. And also, if you want to keep watching, I'll put some other videos right here. You can just click on those, even if you're on a phone. And if you want to subscribe, I make new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and also consider enabling notifications too. So again, I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.